Hi guys. I need to stop doing videos right after I wake up. So, Artemis Fowl is probably one of my favorite junior fiction tween books. This one is The Eternity Code, but I own the first one, and I think I only own the first one. I think I gave away my other book. Artemis Fowl is like this, I think this series starts when he's like 11 or 12. So series starts when he's really young throughout the whole series, but he's like really young when the book starts. And he is the heir to the Fowl, like criminal hacking, legacy, and he's got like all of this, like this huge laboratory at his disposal, all these books on like being a mastermind, and I don't know, like he has all these resources. So, and his dad is a crook. So Artemis Fowl follows in his footsteps, and his dad is in the hospital, I believe, at the beginning of the series, and Artemis has to fend for himself and his mother and support them financially, essentially. Yeah, so he starts hacking into like these really high-end industry leading companies and taking all their money, and he amasses like a pretty good sized fortune. And then he gets involved with they're fairies, but fairy is like a general term for supernatural beings. And he gets involved in the leprechaun something police, the LEP, which is like the fairy police. And of course, like all the fairies have like this crazy advanced technology. Artemis wants the crazy technology, and he gets kind of trapped up in their world, and they're not supposed to be found out by humans, and so it turns into like this huge like diplomatic thing. But in this book, so he's already done his thing with them, been, told to leave or they're going to ruin his life, take away all of his memories, take away all of his money, take away all of his stuff. So he's like, okay, cool, bye. And it's been a little while, like I think almost a year, since he's contacted them, and he manages to steal a piece of their technology during his last interaction. And so he creates this computer with their computer systems, and just kind of meshes our technology and their technology into one. So one of the richest men in the world, who happens to be like an American CEO of something or other, and Artemis approaches him and says, hey, I've made this, let me show you how it works. You can either pay me to keep it off the market because it will put you out of business, or I can give it to your competitor, which will also put you out of business. And the guy's like, I don't like either of those options, so I'm just gonna kidnap you. So there's that, and then of course he has to go and get the little computer that he made back from this stupid American businessman. It's entirely possible that the author could have meant this as the end of the series. Like, this wrapped it up real nice. There's 8 books in the series that I think there's only 8. But this really could have been the end of the series of book 3. It honestly could have. Everything is wrapped up so nicely and like just tied off with a neat little bow. I mean, I'm glad there's more, but this really could have been it, and it would have been perfect, which is something that never happens in series, and it really bothers me, because once you start a book, you're obligated to finish the rest of the series just to get to the end of the story. In these books, each book is like totally independent, and you don't have to read the rest of the books because everything is tied up, and that's it. Like, if you really just want like a cool kids book to read, and you don't want to like put in a whole lot of effort to read the whole freaking series, this is great. And I love this author. I also have Airman, which I'm really excited to read too. Every single one of the characters, even though they've already been described in a previous book, is developed completely. There's scenes with each one of them just by themselves to develop the characters. It's crazy thought out. Like I said, it's a totally independent book, but it's like, it blows my mind. So it's really cool that like everything is, you know, set up for you in this book. The story progresses beautifully, and there's twists and turns, and Artemis always has a trick up his sleeve, so that's really cool to get to watch, or read about, watch in your mind. The plot is pretty cool. Like, it really kind of throws you for a loop sometimes. You're not expecting him to have, like, contingency plans for everything. Is it time to go? Is this your cue? I gave it a 5 out of 5. I really like this book. I really do. I love this whole series. I love this author. It's amazing. I do recommend it for children, and I think it's perfectly suitable for young adults and everyone, because it's a really good story. I have my reviews and all that junk for Goodreads down below, all that fun link stuff, and I will see you guys again soon with another video.